Hello, and welcome. Today is July 17th, 2023, and I'm here to do our weekly check in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and holy angels. Nice and good is good. I welcome messages of love and light to bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. Thank you. So I hope everyone is doing well. And so let's go ahead and get into this weekly reading. Now, as I'm recording this, it is the Cancerian new moon. So you guys are possibly feeling a little bit emotional, right? All in your feelings. Let's go ahead and see. Now, I just got off on the live with Sunny. So if you haven't watched it, you can go ahead and watch that if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and see what is going on between masculine and feminine energy. So, just to kind of, you know, give you like an overview, right? So, if you're new to this channel, masculine and feminine energy is both within yourself. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be about another person because union actually comes from within before union with another individual. So, bits and pieces could resonate or it may not. So, take what resonates and toss to rest, right? This is a general collective reading. So let's go ahead and see where the collective is. Spirit, can you please reveal to me divine masculine's energy and what is the energy of divine feminine? What can you reveal to me about divine masculine, divine feminine? What is going on in their 3D physical space and also their energy towards each other? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow, look at this. We have music. So masculines, they might be listening to some music. Maybe there is like some sort of tune. Um, this could be with people that they're surrounded by, like work, could be family. I see that there's a decision that they're making to change. Okay. I feel that there's a message that comes through to them through some sort of music. Okay. So I really feel very strongly either they're a musician themselves or they just heard it on the radio. Like just, by chance, like hearing a particular song is what I'm hearing. Also, we have parenting. So I really feel that towards my feminine's okay if your person is in some sort of karmic situation. um it's in regards to children. Okay, it could be about their own personal children if they already have kids, or this could be their own family. Now this Cancerian new moon is really here to help us to reflect on our friends and family around this time. So that's not a surprise, right? I actually feel that whatever this music is, maybe everything is coming full circle towards this divine masculine, in regards to what they're hearing and also how do they feel as a parent. Okay, like if you guys have been in separation and you're not really together, where do they stand right now in regards to them being a mother or father figure. Okay, um I really feel like masculine is really feeling the love. They really do feel a sense of completion. It's almost, but not quite, is what I'm also hearing. Also, we have time out and it came up in reverse. So this is really showing me that masculine, they're ready. Okay. They're ready to open up. They're hearing the music, they're hearing the call. Um, you know, I really feel like in their 3D physical life, um, they're doing what's necessary around the home. And, who knows, masculine could be, putting on the music, maybe doing household chores or, whatever it is. And um, I really feel like, they're having a sense of duty or responsibility to their homestead. Okay. At least that's what it feels like. Now, with my feminines, we have individuality. It's really ironic that you have a number 11 here, and I really feel that you're really grounded. Okay, like you're feeling really strong on your own, and towards this masculine, we have adventure. So there's a level of change. So we have here a 10 and 11. So, so with this level of change, I really feel that you're becoming more sovereign, uh, more stable, okay, more grounded or rooted, if you will. And I really feel that masculine, um, they're kind of in the middle and upper chakras from what I can see. Definitely a lot of yellow energy here, and I see here a little bit orange. So this is about passion, about how they're feeling towards their family or their children, or maybe even to their parents. So I really am getting that there's two different energies here between masculine and feminine. Let me go ahead and see what else is going on here. So, Spirit, can you please elaborate the energies of divine masculine? Can you tell me more about this music and parenting for divine masculine? Now, look at this. I have twin flames that's right side up. So, let's see. What can you reveal to me about this music? Please elaborate on the music. Yeah, look at this. So this is about their inner child, children, childish, and childhood. So it could be all the above, right? And also abuse. Wow. That's interesting. Now, as you know, like there's like this movie that's come out. It's called Sound of Freedom, right? And there's the music. And so maybe Divine Masculine is being really touched by this whole parenting, like reconnecting their responsibility or duty as a father or a mother figure. Okay. Take as it resonates, and maybe for some, masculine is realizing that, they were abused as a child. And they're trying to do all that they can to be the best that they can be for their own children. So perhaps, the sense of, just being a good parent is really important because that's where masculine's energy is focused in this week, from what I can see. Now, Spirit, can you tell me more about this parenting? Can you tell me more about parenting? Okay, so there's hate or resentment. So perhaps, masculine has hate in regards to their parents because as you know, this is like generational karma. Let's just say the parents have lived a certain way. And then, there comes divine masculine under their family. And then for masculine, there's your children. So I really feel like there's this overview of this generational karma that is coming through here. So, is there anything else? Yeah, they hate that their parents lied to them. Okay. So there could have been abuse. Okay. One thing I'm picking up on is like maybe the parents were abusing drugs or alcohol. Okay. That's not everyone's story, but I am hearing that from spirit. And I really feel that for some, they're just tired of the lies and deceit that they are getting from their own family. Okay, for some, okay, masculine feels that maybe they're deceiving themselves, that they resent not being able to be a good parent for their own children. I really feel like it's because of their childhood. Okay, this is possibly like childhood traumas and things of that nature. But take it as it resonates. But this is like deep, guys. This is really deep. Like, Spirit is getting really super specific on this masculine collective, okay? So like if masculines they did not come from like a family um where they were like directly abusing them like physically. I really feel like it's through speech, okay, like verbal abuse, okay, like maybe down talking masculine, how they were never really good or they never do anything, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and focus in on the feminine. Spirit, can you tell me more about this individual or individuality, right? For divine feminine collective. Okay, so this is about finances and careers. So, on the flip side, I really feel like divine feminines really focus on their job. Okay. Is there anything else, Spirit, that wants to come through? They're becoming more sovereign, more structured, independent. Yeah, and then we have a third party. So I really feel that as much as like feminine is being like, their own person, when it comes to their career and finance, it does involve like a third party situation. Is there anything else? Okay, so this may have something to do with their ego. So over identifying with your ego as Mita. So feminine, um, I would just say take a break, whatever your situationship is, check your ego, okay, and really see like where because I really am feeling like there's some sort of tension where your ego could actually get in the way, possibly because you are dependent of a third party situation. I'm not really picking on codependency, okay? I really feel like this is more interdependence, okay, where you guys are interconnected or interdependent on your job for your financial status, okay? At least that's what it feels like. Now, Spirit, can you tell me more about adventure? So it's kind of ironic. I really feel like the feminine energy is like more masculine, and the masculine is more feminine. At least that's what it seems like energetically. Okay, and again, this does not have to mean, um, male and female. So yeah, so I see here for the feminines we have love and self love. So there could be some change that's going on in the air. Maybe some uh, areas of self discovery, you know what it's like to love yourself all over again. Is there anything else, Spirit? Can you please reveal to me anything else? Is there anything else that wants to come through for feminine? Husband, wow. So this is what I'm hearing. Instead of like being like so dependent on like another person, do you love yourself? Okay. And, that kind of equates to like, how much do you love yourself? And is that the equivalent to you loving someone else? For some, maybe you're married, do you love the person you're with? Um, I really feel like feminines are exploring, what it's like to love themselves and also what it's like to be loved by another individual. Okay. At least that's what I'm seeing here. So, very interesting. Either way, okay, I really definitely do feel like this is about masculine, and, exploring their inner child and their children, even, and their childhood situation. Feminine, you're sitting here by yourself on the flip side, what it's like to love and be loved, really letting go of ego. not really thinking about third party situations, but really feeling like this interdependence and not a codependent energy. Okay. Like I said, you can apply both of these to yourself. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is the energy between you and your divine counterpart. Spirit, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to divine masculine and feminine? How do they currently think and feel towards one another? What is their intent? And what is the outcome? What can you reveal to me about divine masculine, divine feminine? What I can say is that life is short. Before I actually got on this video, I got a notification on my Facebook, and it was a friend that I've known, and he had passed away, and he's young. Uh, he left a wife and 2 kids, and I have no idea how he passed. Um, so I'm just saying, guys, okay, life is short. Really live to the fullest each and every day, because that breath, that's why doing the breath work, the meditation is really important, is to help you when you're in your times of good times and of bad. And if you train yourself, this is like mind training, then you can navigate through any kind of energy. And as I say that, this is like the Six of Cups, about soulmates. This is about the past. And so let's take a look here. All right, so masculine, they really feel like, they don't really feel good and care about offering their feelings towards the feminine at this time. They really feel like, maybe it's a lost cause. Feminines, I really feel like you're looking forward towards the future, because, you're also not really in your best energy right now. Okay, so again, this is like kind of reminiscent of like a divine feminine patiently waiting for their masculine's return, right? But and the irony here is that masculine, they feel really like foolish, right? To approach the divine feminine. So they're not in their element, right? Now, how do you guys feel? Masculines, they really feel like they need to take a step back, okay? They definitely do want to maybe even revisit their past. It could be with a past love that is not of divine feminine, but it could also mean about feminine. Feminine, I see that you are still saving space in your heart for this masculine's return. Okay, so but right now you have your back turned away from this masculine. I really feel like you are thinking of it, because I definitely see it here. You're waiting. This could be about 3 weeks, 3 days. Okay, it could be in the month of August also, from what I can see. I just really feel like maybe the timing isn't right, but I feel that at least you guys are thinking of each other, but it's not like a yearning, right? It's more like, oh, you popped up in my thoughts. Yes, I do think of you, but right now I just don't feel like I can act on my desire, right? So, what is the intent? So the intention is for this masculine to get out of this funk, right? To get out of this energy, as if, like it's hopeless. But I feel like there is a hope. Okay, I see here the star. Now, Sunny had mentioned that on August 1st, that is the full moon in Aquarius. And so from now, which is the Cancerian new moon, up until the Aquarian full moon, maybe there's like a few weeks where things need to kind of play out before there could be any kind of contact or communication. Okay, I really feel like this is a time for reflecting on your energies. Like where do you guys stand? What are you guys really thinking? Is it really about a relationship towards one another? What about your own personal relationship with yourself and even with your children, right? Now, for the feminine, I see that you want to give this solid offer. That is what you hope. So I definitely see that feminine, you're stable, you're independent. Um, you're really focusing on, are you giving yourself enough love, and do you imagine yourself being loved in the same fashion, right? Masculine here, they're having like this stuck energy. Okay, they really feel like they need to take a step back. They can't really go too quickly, to at least make some sort of like effort. Okay, I definitely do see that there is like a stuck energy here on the masculine side. Now, in the outcome, okay, masculines, they have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So, after all of the decisions, I really feel like this masculine is making a choice and they are choosing to hold back. Okay. Now, we're going to get a little bit more intel on that. And here is the ego. Okay. Feminines, your ego is getting in the way. Just because masculine isn't showing up in your life doesn't mean that, they will never do it. Okay. Um, yeah, I see that it's not time for this masculine to really open up towards the feminine. I really do see that. But, feminine, if you've been in separation from your masculine for years, okay, so this is nothing new. I feel like for most of my feminines, you've come to accept that this masculine, no matter what you do, manifesting a masculine, um, it's their own free will, right? Is masculine really finished with their karmic cycle? Are they ready for a new chapter with their divine feminine? Feminine, your ego is getting in the way. You feel like you're not good enough. Okay, because you're not really receiving an offer, let alone, you feel like you can't really give an offer towards this masculine. So, what I'm seeing is that masculines, they are in that energy. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse and also Temperance. So this is actually what's going on. And feminine. Okay, now I see here the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the truth is that you're getting impatient. Okay, and also for this masculine, they know time is ticking. Okay, maybe it's because they're kind of stuck in their ways. Maybe they need a little bit of extra time to really think about their childhood. Okay. Again, I really saw very strongly about the music and the parenting. Maybe, they went to see that movie. Maybe there's like, maybe they didn't watch the movie, but it's kind of happening for them in their physical life. Maybe they're reflecting on their connections with their parents, and also like really reflecting on their parenting style. And so I really feel like the masculine's energy is really taking it a little bit harder than the feminine. Okay, also that was another thing that Sunny had mentioned, was that the masculines are learning at this time to be their own feminine energy, not really being codependent on another person, but really within themselves. So again, that kind of confirms like what I just read here, especially on the feminine side. I saw that that was actually going on for you, but again, the energies can shift. I really feel like you can take a little bit of both, energies on both sides, just so that you actually feel kind of balanced around this time. So, I see here the Hermit for the masculine. Wow, look at all this major arcana. Damn. So this masculine, okay. They definitely want to get out of separation with you, feminine. Okay, they're just afraid of being judged. They're afraid of what people might say or what you might think of them. So again, they're just not in their best element over here. For you, feminine, okay, we have the Magician in reverse. I'm not saying you're being manipulative, but I would say try. Just sit back and let this energy, like, I don't know, go through. I really don't feel like there's anything that you can do, and if you do, you might you might regret trying to push for something that's not ready. You know what I mean? It's like a boiled egg, you know. If you want it really boiled, you have to boil it for like 10 minutes. If you boil it for like 6, you're gonna get that runny egg thing, right? I don't know. That's a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. It's not time yet, feminine. Let the masculine really um, choose the connection. Okay, if they really want to be with you, they will want to open up towards you. Okay, they would not be afraid. Okay, they would not feel foolish. Okay, they wouldn't feel like they're hesitating. But this Ace of Wands, going in reverse, and I know there's like a glare. Okay, and also with the Four of Cups in reverse, like feeling like they're not, feeling it, feeling bored, but making this decision for what? Okay, they needed this time to reflect, and yeah, and this is about you, feminine, the Empress. This is about the mother. So I really feel that again, masculines, they're going through like this childhood revisitation about their family, about mother figures. This could be about like maybe their spouse. It could be about their own mother, mother-in-law. Okay, even you, feminine. Um, I'm also, wow, look at this. They're really looking at you as a partner, and you really feel that until the karmic is gone. And the wheel of fortune in reverse, really shows that it's the end. Okay, you really want this partnership, so I really feel like there's a collective who is watching this reading. Within 2 months, you guys could potentially be in a relationship. Okay, so we're in mid June, July. Okay, July to August, August to September, so mid-September. Okay, there's a wave of my twins watching this where you could actually be with your divine counterpart around that time. I really feel like, again, this is like the precursor, okay, before things will actually set in motion. But it is going in motion. It's just there's a lot of behind the scenes that is actually going on. And I really feel like, masculines around this time, they're just reflecting on, you know, their position as a parent or a parental figure. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and take a look, because one thing is that and I might have like my friend come on the channel with me. We do hypnosis with each other. It's really interesting, and what I've noticed is that while doing hypnotherapy, when you go into like a trance-like state, um you get to know more about yourself that you would admit to while you quiet your mind. While your conscious mind is awakened, um, there's blockages because of ego. But, when you're going through this hypnosis, you're really letting go of your ego. You're really getting to your subconscious energies, where you're more open to seeing things, right? So I really feel that masculine is having that kind of moment consciously. Okay, it's no longer subconscious, it's actually coming up in a masculine states of consciousness. Similar to the feminines, I really feel like feminines, again, I feel like feminines, you're more enabling more of a masculine energy, which is okay. But again, everything is about balance, right? So let's see, what are the messages that want to come through from masculines? So we have differences. I didn't think you were serious about me. You were a little too carefree for my comfort. So perhaps, you came off a certain way where they didn't think that you were that serious about them. I know. Some of my family's like, well, I did spell it out. Well, maybe, for some of you guys really didn't. Okay, you had it like in your head, but you didn't really vocalize it, right? So, also, we have intervention. Your guides intervene to protect you from this person. Trust this ending and let it go for now. So, again, I really feel like this is masculine's higher self speaking to divine feminine's conscious awareness, right? That the intervention that happened, meaning the karmic, okay, happened for a reason. And, we have to accept that. We have karmic experiences, and it's nice that you were not the karmic, because karmic energy, they come and go, but also everything is temporary, guys, okay? You can't have a permanent thing going on unless you really worked on yourself and both you guys are on the same sheet of music. So the timing just wasn't right. Okay, I really feel like there was divine intervention that happened, for masculine to go on a different path, and also for my feminine, so that you guys can learn from your own personal experiences what you needed to learn while in separation. Okay, and it could be because there were differences there. They didn't think that, they were for you, okay, or you were for them, because, maybe you're a little too relaxed, but you're probably doing it because you didn't want to tie the masculine down. Like, you didn't want to say, where are you going? Who are you speaking to? Things like that. Now, I know some of y'all got a little bit crazy, um, but I really feel like some time has passed where, um, it's not like that tight, right, feminine? I hope not. So let's go ahead and see what is the oracle message for the collective. Spirit, can you please reveal to me what is the collective message for my divine masculines and feminines for this week? And as I'm seeing this, I'm seeing 717. That must be a portal number. Also, it is a number for twin flames, by the way. I just realized that. So, Spirit, can you please reveal to me what is the message for the collective? Wow, we have two. Never ending story and truth be told. All right, let's take a look at this. So, first, I'm going to go with the 37 here, the never ending story. So it says self criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary drama. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary drama. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of it is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part that you got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as the victim. Love that lost a piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply a voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So it's kind of ironic, right? Again, the irony of this whole reading. I did see deceit and lies earlier on, and it could be like, just lying to yourself. That could be a thing, you know. Um, like I said, you know, now's the time to do a lot of reflecting. It's not like action time. Like, under this Cancerian new moon, like, take a spiritual bath. And by the way, if you guys are interested, I still have my spiritual goodies at smibeautyandbath.com or even on Etsy. Also, like really clear your energy and set your intentions about what you truly want in your life. Okay. I really feel like it's that time, to really see what is it that you want. So the relationship ship message is sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for the other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self esteem are the greatest challenges the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories that you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the past, for the part of you that believes in all those narratives. None of them were true anyway. Now, truth be told, okay, I guess, am I reading Truth Be Told or? Because that sounds like a lot like that, right? So it's a never ending story. Maybe um someone here is saying that, okay, this is your story, nothing never changes, but really sit and reflect, are you telling yourself the old story? Like really be for real about that. Now, how can you change your story? So I mean, like if this involves like a karmic partner, like who put yourself in that position to begin with, right? How can you get out of a karmic situation? You leave the karmic. Yeah, you don't have to sit there and take it. Now I know for some you're saying, "Well, I'm married and blah blah blah," but because marriage is karma, you know? And so like are you happy with your karma? I mean, cuz karma is good or bad, right? And obviously, if you ever marry somebody, it's always for a good reason, right? It was never intended to be bad. But I really feel like for the masculines, for what reasons do they go into like a marital contract? Every masculine has a different reason, right? Similar to my feminines. I mean, if you're married into a karmic relationship, so like what are the stories that you're telling, and how could you change that story? You can change the story. And I saw that with the masculine. They had the Fool card in reverse. They're sitting here thinking in their head, "Oh, I'll never have like another beginning," or maybe they feel foolish, right? They feel foolish to have a beginning with divine feminine, but they're sitting there in their head thinking these thoughts. They're not even talking to the feminine. They're only like making assumptions. So are they really fixing the issue here? Now, again, maybe that takes a little bit of reflection before speaking, right? So, yeah, so truth be told, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Truth be told. All right, so it says honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Now, this is the thing. I really feel like for some of these masculines, okay, maybe they haven't been completely honest. Again, I really saw that there is like some childhood wounding that was going on. Um, in terms of their parents. I'm not saying that masculines blaming their family for their own personal, you know, uh, situations. Yeah, everyone goes through it, right, guys? I mean, that's like pointing the finger, like, oh, because my family, I'm this way. Well, if they're an adult, they can learn to change, right? I mean, they can't, forever, put the blame. They can have forgiveness in their heart, forgive them, but they don't have to forget, you know, and really just like really come to terms with whatever that's going on. And so this is being clear about communication. I really feel like masculines, they didn't really communicate clearly. to their family or to even you, feminine. Okay, truth be told, now their heart is opening up. Okay, possibly for communication. I really feel like you may hear from the masculines telepathically. Okay, if they're not calling you on a physical level. I really feel like it's heart to heart communication and also telepathic communication, mind to mind connection, and heart to heart connection here. Okay, so here's the oracle message. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time to debate whether the truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and within yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed. The Spirit will answer with miracles. So this is a thing, and this is some hard work, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This doesn't come easy, especially if ego is getting in the way, and you're just too fixated on your own belief systems, right? So like for whatever reason, what I'm sensing is that maybe masculines, um, they had a hard time of really telling their truth, like really, maybe giving you half truths, not really telling you everything. They were holding some stuff back for fear of being intimate. And, intimate doesn't have to be like a sexual thing. Intimate is actually being vulnerable, like really like opening yourself up and not hiding anything. So I really feel like masculines, they had a hard time of doing that. I feel like for the longest time they had to hide a certain parts of themselves. And this could also apply to you, feminine. I'm not just pointing the finger at the masculine, but maybe this is about you too. So here's the relationship message. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. Now, I really feel like, okay, that's why there's a lot of time that has passed. Maybe masculine was never ready for this conversation. Okay. Truth be told, it's just saying. And maybe for some of my feminines, maybe you had a hard time of really opening up your soul, opening up your truth, a lot of times, people they hold back, because they're afraid that they may lose somebody because, of something that they may say that might hurt someone to make someone run, right? Because as you know, in twin flame connections, there's always that runner and chaser dynamic, where you trigger someone who's not ready to hear what you have to say, and then they run like hell and high water and never come back, right? Well, if this is a true twin, they will eventually come back. Yeah, it may take decades, but you get where I'm coming from, right? I'm just saying. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Do not hold back. Speak your truth and listen. So, this is the thing, guys. Pretty soon there's going to be some heart to heart conversations going on between masculines and feminines. Again, what I was sensing is that there's going to be heart to heart connection. Like, how do you feel, right? Like, use this time to really get into your feelings. Like, Cancer is really good about doing that. And then, with the Aquarian full moon, really express what has been on your mind. So I really feel like now's a really good time to journal. And maybe for some, okay, you are in conversation, or you do have access to communicate to your divine counterpart around this time. And if so, I'm pretty sure you guys are having these discussions. And if you're not, um it's a good time to really uh be open. Because what is vulnerability? If you can't really be vulnerable in a relationship, then you feel like somebody's lying to you. What I'm feeling is that this connection lacks transparency. And if you're not transparent, then how do you believe in another person? Again, I really feel like this is masculine, and I'm not trying to point the finger at masculine, but just to kind of like show like what's going on here. I really feel like with masculine, because of their childhood, they were conditioned to hide their truth because maybe, if they didn't say X, Y, and Z to their parents, that they'll be scolded or, they'll be talked down to. And I really feel like whoever their karmic partner is, that's exactly how they treat divine masculine. So I really feel like the masculine has attracted a karmic partner that is like a parental figure that they're reenacting, their childhood through their partnerships in life. And I really feel also if this masculine is actually getting out of these relationships, then that's actually a good thing, especially if, they've, gotten over that chapter and they're still not ready to open the door towards a divine feminine at this time. So that's what I have, guys. I really hope that that was helpful. Let me know. I hope you enjoy these one weekly readings. I'm trying to put my all into it. So I hope that you take away some nugget of information. And again, if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. You can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. And guys, yeah, you're gonna see a lot less posting and stuff. And it is what it is. So again, if you guys want to connect with me, the best way to do so is with a personal reading. Okay. And whenever I have time, I'll try to put everything on sale for the entire summer so that, everyone will have a chance to book a reading if that's what you guys would like around this time. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.